So I just saw this video, right? With this lady, yeah, this neck was hitting. Anyway, I just saw this video where this lady was talking about most of the time, the reason why folks act like they can't hear you is because they can't. It's not them that you're talking to. You're talking to the entity that has control over them at the moment. And I know this to be facts. The reason why they gaslight you is to siphon your energy. See, that entity has to be fed, baby. That entity has to be fed one way or another. And they know you, if they know you got that good energy, you got that good. Hold on. If they know you got that good, oh, they're gonna be on you. They're gonna be gaslighting you, trying to get you to argue, pushing and pulling your energy, asking you a million questions, especially if they know you don't like that. They're going to ask you a million questions. They want to know where, when, how, why, what. They're going to monitor your every move. They're going to do everything they can to siphon your energy. They're going to do everything they can to pull on you. Because that entity got to be fed. So, and you know what? This weird. This cup didn't used to say this. Anyway, because it says throw around like, what does that even mean? Anyway, I'm going down the rabbit hole. So just know that when you're talking to these people, if they are not straight to the point, if they can't look you in your eyes without getting upset, or don't look at me, this thing, you're not talking to that person. You're talking to the entity that controls them. They might even get upset if you don't talk to them. They're gonna get upset. They gotta be fed, baby. They gotta be fed. Trust and believe me if you want. No, you ain't gotta believe me. Let it resonate if it resonates. Because I know. I've witnessed it with my own two eyes. And then she said, you think that these entities want your God energy, right? Your love energy. Because, love is the most powerful energy of all. I'm telling you, love is. And love isn't always light. And sometimes love can be dark. But dark isn't always evil. I love myself, so I'm not going to let you play in my face. I love my children, so I'm not going to let you play with my kids. I love animals, so I'm not going to let you abuse them in front of me. But that's love. Anyway, that's why it's important that we love ourselves and we learn how to use our discernment and we learn how to see and feel and trust ourselves, right? So we'll know when we're in the presence of one of these creatures. And we know how to act accordingly. And you don't have to be kind to that kind. You gotta be cold. Or else they will chew you up and spit you out. They will eat you up. Feast on your energy, baby. They will. That trend, that's where that trend come from. These demons walk around here. These entities walk around here. That's why it's important that you fill yourself up with your own energy, with love. You fill yourself up. so that you cannot be fooled. That's why you don't leave room for voids. You don't leave room for voids, right? Because if you leave room for voids, those voids will be filled. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And then you'll be walking around here, puppet. I've been a puppet before. That's why I had to get that out and fill my own cup, fill myself up. I've walked around here as a walking corpse, a shell of myself. Only one person can come along and shake me up and show me what was going on. And that was my dark twin. My evil twin, evil twin. I talk about this. I don't think he wanted to show me because he has a lot on him. But I think that was his soul was showing me some things. Like, what are you doing? Wake up. You don't need this. Get this out of you. Stop doing that. And I was just like, what? And like I said, I don't even think he realized it. He was fighting with himself because that entity that's attached to him, those entities that's attached to him, they was mad. He was telling me. They was so mad. They was so mad. They was mad. Pissed. And I think he pushed me away to help me. Mm-hmm. But those entities that's on him, they was pissed. Calling me all kinds of bitches. But listen. Yeah. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal when they come and try to feed. You just don't let them eat. Starve them.